Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of NHL Trade Talk Now. My name is Jim Parsons. I'm here with NHLTradeTalk.com. We're going to be talking about Zach Hyman and the news that's coming out from two different media sources. Chris Johnson of Sportsnet, James Myrtle of The Athletic, both very trusted sources who have both said that they do not believe Zach Hyman will be back with the Toronto Maple Leafs next season. Johnson was on the Leaf Report podcast of The Athletic and said these two just aren't on the same page, that they're Hyman has realized he's going to make a lot more money in the open market. Toronto's realized that they probably can't afford to pay his salary. They just haven't been able to work it out, and that Toronto probably is going to be moving in a different direction, and Hyman's going to test the open market. James Myrtle kind of expanded on that in The Athletic and said, yeah, it's not just that they haven't been able to come to anything. There just haven't been any meaningful talks at all, not even from the moment that Zach Hyman could have signed originally as a free agent or pending free agent. They haven't had any meaningful talks. There hasn't been any negotiations between the two sides, and it doesn't look likely. In fact, James Myrtle said it'd be rather surprising if Hyman and the Maple Leafs work something out at this point. Speculation is that he's going to get at least $6 million a year in the open market. Some are saying 6.5, maybe even as much as 7. Could be Josh Anderson kind of money from the Montreal Canadiens. Not that Hyman's going to go to the Montreal Canadiens, but they're comparing him and Josh Anderson the contract. Who's going to be interested in Toronto's Hyman at this point? We're not really sure. Edmonton Oilers are in the conversation from what we understand. Not that they're having talks with the player yet, but that they are a team maybe rumored to be interested because he would fit excellently alongside Connor McDavid on that left side. There's also the concern, though, is Hyman going to be overpaid here? Like, he's a very, very good player. He's got a lot of skill sets that you're going to want on a team. He's not the youngest guy in the world. If he's getting 6 or 7 years on a long-term deal, he's going to be very useful for the first handful of years, but then what? Like, is he going to be one of those players that you immediately go, man, why did we sign him for so much money? It's hard to know, right? He's a very effective player, but he wasn't exactly perfect in the playoffs this year. He's got a little bit of an injury history. He plays physical hockey. We're not 100% sure how long that contract is going to be worth it. And maybe if he gets 6 to 6.5 million, Toronto's going to have dodged a bullet here. Not that they don't want to keep Hyman, but you really don't want to be spending that kind of money on a player. If he's going to be making that much in the open market, you know that you can't compete with it. You don't want to move around other contracts to make it work. It's just not one of those situations that's going to pan out. So pretty much everybody's thinking now it's gone from Hyman leaning towards staying and taking a hometown discount to stay in Toronto to him not doing that, him testing the open market, him going to a team that's going to probably pay him 6 to 6.5 million bucks a season for at least 5 or 6 years. It's a lot of money for a player who's played pretty well, kind of been a late bloomer, but you never really know how long that's going to pan out for. So he could be one of the few free agents to hit really big this summer, and he knows it, and so he's going to be testing it out. At least that's this report from Chris Johnson and James Myrtle. If you want to go to the NHL Trade Talk website, you can do that. Go to NHLTradeTalk.com. We got articles about this story. We've got more details on the quotes, the things that James Myrtle and Chris Johnson said about this whole thing, and obviously we'll keep you posted as it goes on. Hit the like button. That helps us out a great deal. Get the notifications so future videos you can get. Subscribe to our channel. We greatly appreciate it because we're just growing this thing right now. And we're having some fun doing it, so we hope you guys are enjoying. But yes, Zach Hyman could sign with Toronto, but it's not likely at this point. Probably testing the market, probably going somewhere else, probably getting a lot of money to go somewhere else. We'll talk to you guys soon.